Here are some deeper details on the realm of the Great Forge Master, ancient texts, and the foundational forces that shaped the Thieves' Guild, its mystical setting, and its relationships with other guilds. Here's a detailed description for creating an image of the Moonshadow's guild robes, logos, and emblems. This description will help define their appearance in a way that can be visually represented. Moonshadows. Guild appearance. Description. Robes design. The Moonshadow's robes are elegant and streamlined, crafted from deep indigo and midnight blue fabric, designed for both flexibility and a ceremonial presence. The material shimmers subtly, resembling the night sky with tiny, iridescent threads woven throughout to evoke the appearance of distant stars. The robes are trimmed with silver linings that glow faintly in low light, symbolizing the phases of the moon. The upper portion of the robes has a high, structured collar and angular shoulder guards that are reinforced with light armor plating made of a polished, dark metal. These shoulder guards have intricate carvings of moon phases and ancient symbols representing unity, protection, and wisdom. The chest area of the robes features a prominent crest embroidered with the Moonshadow's logo. Flowing down from the waist, the robes split into two long, flowing tails at the back, each hemmed with additional lunar patterns. The sleeves are long and slightly flared at the ends, with silver runic patterns inscribed around the cuffs. Logo and emblem. The primary emblem of the Moonshadows is a stylized crescent moon that cradles a shadowy figure at its core. The figure is a silhouette of a warrior with arms crossed and head bowed, symbolizing their dedication to the shadows. The crescent moon has subtle detailing along its outer curve, resembling a delicate web or latticework pattern that represents their interconnectedness as a guild. The inside of the crescent is filled with tiny star-like dots, further enhancing the night sky imagery. The secondary emblem, often worn as a patch or on their hoods, is a circular medallion with a lunar cycle depicted around its edge. The crescent is at the center, but this version has an open eye symbol within it, representing clarity and vision in darkness. Hood and mask. Many Moonshadows wear a hooded cloak over their robes. The hoods are adorned with the same silver trim, and the inside of the hood is lined with a velvety, dark material, etched with faint glowing symbols of protection. Some members also wear crescent-shaped masks that cover half of their face, with faint blue markings glowing around the edges of the mask. Banners and flags. The Moonshadow's banners are made of dark blue silk with silver accents. The main crest, a crescent moon cradling a shadowed warrior, is prominently displayed in the center, while smaller stars and constellations are embroidered around it. The banners have long tails and flow elegantly, even in still air, adding a mystical aura to their presence. Image generator prompt. Create an image of the Moonshadow's guild appearance and emblem robes design. The Moonshadow's robes are crafted from deep indigo and midnight blue fabric, with shimmering threads that evoke the night sky. The robes have silver linings that faintly glow in low light. The upper portion features a high, structured collar and angular shoulder guards made of dark polished metal with carvings of moon phases. The chest area of the robes has a prominent crest embroidered with the Moonshadow's logo, while long tails flow from the waist. The sleeves are long and flared at the ends, with silver runic patterns around the cuffs. Logo and emblem. A stylized crescent moon, cradling a shadowy figure at its core. The crescent has delicate latticework patterns along its curve, and inside, tiny star-like dots enhance the night sky imagery. The secondary emblem is a circular medallion with a lunar cycle around its edge and an open eye symbol within the crescent. Hood and mask. A hooded cloak over the robes, adorned with silver trim, with the inside lined with dark material etched with glowing symbols. Crescent-shaped masks cover half the face, glowing faintly blue around the edges. Banners and flags. Dark blue silk banners with silver accents. The crest, a crescent moon cradling a shadowed warrior, is displayed in the center, surrounded by embroidered stars and constellations. The banners have long, flowing tails, adding a mystical aura to their presence. This description should provide the generator with a comprehensive view of the moon shadow's robes, logo, and emblem, ensuring the visual depiction matches the guild's thematic elements and overall aesthetic. Nocturnal arena setting. Arena location and structure. The nocturnal arena is an ethereal battleground suspended in a cosmic void, where time and space seem to distort. It's built on a colossal floating stone platform, with intricate runes and sigils carved into its surface, glowing faintly with an otherworldly light. The cage in the center is a massive structure formed from celestial metals, shimmering with hues of blue, crimson, and silver. The walls of the cage are inscribed with ancient texts that pulse in rhythm with the energy of the arena. The environment. Dark storm clouds swirl above, casting fleeting shadows on the arena, while constellations and astral phenomena shimmer in the backdrop. The skies have a deep purple and navy gradient, highlighting the starry abyss beyond. Ethereal flames mark the corners of the arena, flickering in colours that defy the natural spectrum, adding to the supernatural ambience. Crowd and spectator stands. The arena is surrounded by towering stone bleachers, draped in shadowy veils that obscure the identities of the spectators, moon shadows and nightshades warriors. Banners depicting each faction's logo hang from the bleachers, fluttering gently despite the lack of wind. The Lunar Guardian's emblem is positioned at the highest point, reigning over the entire battleground. Faction appearances. The moon shadows have a unified, almost militaristic appearance. Their robes are deep indigo with silver linings, evoking the phases of the moon. They wear light armor that allows for mobility, with decorative pieces engraved with moon symbols. Some members sport half masks shaped like crescents, hiding their faces partially. Their guild logo? A crescent moon with a shadowed figure at its core. The moon appears to be half illuminated, with intricate lines connecting to form a web-like pattern in the shadows, symbolizing unity through shadows. They chant in unison and move like a wave, showcasing their pack mentality. Their eyes gleam with a blue hue that intensifies during moments of excitement. The nightshades are draped in dark, almost black robes with subtle red or violet accents. They favor sleek and form-fitting attire, suggesting stealth and agility. Their faces are usually obscured by hoods or masks that cover everything but their piercing eyes. They carry small trinkets or charms that glow faintly in the dark. The guild logo is a shadowed eye, surrounded by thorny, vine-like patterns. The pupil of the eye is a crimson red, and the vines twist in a spiral formation, representing the penetrating gaze of those who see in the dark. The nightshades remain mostly silent, but hiss or emit low, guttural sounds. They favor subtle gestures, nods, and hand signs to communicate, indicating their focus on quiet, coordinated movement. Rarely seen among the moon shadows and nightshades, the lunar guardians wear majestic white and silver robes, embroidered with glyphs of the ancient language. Their attire has a regal quality, adorned with radiant gems that faintly pulse with energy. They carry no visible weapons, symbolizing their mastery over martial arts and inner power. The guild logo is a full moon surrounded by a halo of stars, with a large radiant anvil at the center. Above the anvil is a stylized hammer striking it, and the impact emits small crescents of energy that resemble shooting stars. This emblem signifies the Guardian's role as both creators and protectors of knowledge. The Lunar Guardians, if present, stand apart from the other factions. They do not cheer or chant. Instead, they watch in contemplative silence, their eyes reflecting the cosmic energies of the arena. Description for image generation. Here's a detailed prompt that could be used for an image generator. Create an image of a grand mythical battleground called the Nocturnal Arena, set in a cosmic void with swirling purple and navy storm clouds overhead. The arena is built on a massive stone platform with glowing runes and sigils, surrounded by towering bleachers shrouded in shadowy veils. In the center of the arena stands a colossal metal cage radiating blue, crimson, and silver light. The arena is filled with hundreds of spectators from the Moon Shadows, Nightshades, and Lunar Guardians factions. The Moon Shadows are dressed in deep indigo robes with silver linings and light armor pieces engraved with moon symbols. They wear crescent-shaped half-masks, their eyes glowing faintly blue as they chant in unison. Banners with the Moon Shadows logo, a crescent moon with a shadowed figure, hang from their side of the bleachers. The Nightshades are cloaked in dark robes with red and violet accents. They have their faces hidden by hoods or masks, revealing only their glowing eyes. The Nightshade's logo, a shadowed eye surrounded by thorny, vine-like patterns, adorns their banners, which are shrouded in subtle mist. They remain silent, but communicate with subtle hand signs. The Lunar Guardians are dressed in majestic white and silver robes, adorned with radiant gems. Their presence is solemn, standing apart from the other factions. Their logo, a full moon with a halo of stars and a radiant anvil at its center, glows atop the highest point of the arena, symbolizing their authority over the battleground. The cage in the center of the arena has inscriptions that pulse with energy, and the ground around it glows as the battle between two warriors, a moon shadow and a nightshade, unfolds. The celestial background is filled with swirling stars and cosmic phenomena, adding a mystical quality to the scene. This detailed description should provide the image generator with a vivid concept of the setting and factional appearances, ensuring an accurate visual depiction of the nocturnal arena and its atmosphere. Here's an enhanced version of that cinematic opening scene. Title: The Thousand-Year Wars. Opening scene. The screen is enveloped in darkness. A haunting melody reverberates, building in intensity as the scene begins to take form. The sound of drums echoes like distant thunder. Fade in, extue. Portal arena. Night. The camera slowly pans down to reveal a surreal landscape. A mythical battleground suspended in the void of time and space, surrounded by a swirling vortex of stars. The arena is an enormous stone platform, carved with intricate runes that pulsate with an otherworldly glow. On the ground, two massive insignias, one of a crescent moon, the other of a shadowed eye, mark the territories of the rival factions. Zoom in. In the center of this vast arena, two warriors stand motionless within a gigantic, circular cage, forged from a rare celestial metal. The cage radiates with an ethereal blue and crimson light, flickering in anticipation of the impending duel. The camera then sweeps around the arena, revealing hundreds of warriors from the opposing factions, moon shadows and nightshades, gathered on either side of the battleground. Their faces are painted with the marks of their orders, eyes locked on the combatants in the cage. The tension is palpable. Cut to wide shot, crowd cheering. The arena erupts in a roar of excitement. The moon shadows raise their fists, chanting in rhythmic unison, while the nightshades, cloaked in darkness, respond with their own low, guttural war cries. The combined sound reverberates through the arena, echoing off the ancient temple walls that loom high above the battlefield. Camera pulls back to reveal the narrator, Maya Evergreen, standing on a raised platform overlooking the arena. She's dressed in ceremonial robes, her presence commanding, with the lyrical grimoires levitating at her side, its pages fluttering as if alive. Welcome to the realm of Nocturnal. Come one, come all. Witness the eternal dance of shadow and light. A tradition passed down through generations, where warriors of the moon shadows and nightshades meet in the lunar crucible. An arena beyond worlds, where bloodshed settles disputes and honor is forged. Close up. The warriors' faces. One warrior from each faction steps forward. The Moon Shadow fighter is a towering figure, muscles coiled with power, his stance firm like a mountain. His opponent, the Nightshade, is smaller and leaner but radiates a deadly precision, his eyes cold and calculating. For 1,000 years, these battles have kept the fragile balance between the warring factions. But tonight, something more sinister stirs. Cut to... The camera tilts up to reveal dark storm clouds swirling above the arena, forming a massive vortex. The lyrical grimoires emits a low hum, sensing the presence of an ancient power. Behold, the sacred rite of the lunar crucible begins anew. Fighters, prepare yourselves. May your hearts burn brighter than the stars, and may your shadows dance as one. The crowd, moon, shadows, nightshades, glory in the crucible. Cut to... The warriors in the cage lower into their fighting stances. The camera shifts to a series of close-up shots, knuckles tightening, feet sliding into position, eyes narrowing. What will become of us all when the blood ties that bind us are severed by darkness? SFX. A deafening gong reverberates through the arena, signaling the start of the fight. The camera shakes slightly, heightening the intensity of the moment. Welcome to the last hope of peace in the realm of Nocturnal. The camera pulls back, giving us a sweeping view of the entire arena as the two warriors explode into motion. A flurry of punches, kicks, and blinding speed. The crowd roars as the battle rages on. Fade out. This mysterious realm, where the Thieves' Guild's story unfolds, was crafted by an ancient being known as the Great Forge Master. Said to have wielded unparalleled skill in creation and magic, the Forge Master brought the realm into existence through a series of powerful forges using enchanted metal, stone, and elements imbued with ancient energy. It is believed that the Forge Master drew inspiration from worlds beyond, blending elements from realms that spanned lush jungles, golden deserts, tropical beaches, and towering mountains. The realm is a collage of ecosystems, each teeming with unique flora and fauna. It's said that each landscape was infused with distinct essences, adding an air of magic to every forest, river, and mountain. Rivers of magical energy flow beneath the realm's surface, connecting various parts of the land. Known as veins of the forge, these currents are used by the guild's members and others skilled in the arcane arts for travel, meditation, and even as sources of mystical power. Scattered across the realm are ancient temples and shrines dedicated to the great Forge Master. These sacred sites serve as places of pilgrimage for those seeking wisdom and strength, while also housing riddles and puzzles linked to the power of the lyrical grimoires. The Thieves' Guild was established in secrecy, with founders who discovered ancient scrolls containing teachings of both physical skills and mental resilience. The guild was founded to preserve this knowledge, passed down through stealth and survival tactics. These early members mastered training to become experts in shadowcraft, combat, and ancient languages. Initiates in the Thieves' Guild undergo a rigorous initiation where they decipher cryptic messages from ancient scrolls. This practice strengthens their bond with the guild's heritage, connecting them with the wisdom of the founding members. Before being admitted as full members, initiates undergo the 5 trials within the arena of trials. Each test pushes them to their limits, both physically and mentally, and challenges them to understand their own connection to the mystical forces that flow through the realm. The lyrical grimoires, powerful tomes said to have been left by ancient deities, are a source of vast and varied knowledge. These books have shaped the destiny of the realm, containing spells, history, and even glimpses of possible futures. Each grimoire holds a distinct set of spells or secrets that can only be unlocked through specific rites, often requiring unity and collaboration among guild members. Said to contain the map to the Guiding Grimoire, is the most sought-after tome, leading explorers and adventurers to the mythical island. Containing spells and techniques for battle, the Warrior's Grimoire is highly prized by both the Thieves' Guild and the Moon Shadows, with each faction hoping to master its teachings. This rare tome, the Eternal Grimoire, is rumoured to reveal secrets of immortality, the cycles of life and death, and the true essence of destiny. Maya Evergreen herself is known to study this book, seeking its wisdom in her quest for knowledge and self-discovery. The world of the Thieves' Guild is enriched by other influential factions, including the Moon Shadows and the High Guardians Order. Each guild has its own beliefs, traditions, and goals, sometimes bringing them into alignment and other times into conflict. This ancient faction, the Moon Shadows, focuses on mastering shadow and moon-based magic with a deep understanding of the night and its hidden powers. The Moon Shadows have a close relationship with the Thieves' Guild as both groups value secrecy and strength in the shadows. An organisation of protectors sworn to uphold peace across the realms, the High Guardians Order seeks harmony and often mediates between the Thieves' Guild and rival factions. They're renowned for their unmatched combat skills and are both feared and respected. Legends tell of an isle lost to time and hidden within the mists, a place where myths and reality converge. Known as the Isle of Magic and Wonder, it's a mystical paradise full of wonders, dangers, and ancient relics. Maya Evergreen's quest to uncover the secrets of this island has led her to become one of the Thieves' Guild's most celebrated explorers. Would you like further detail on any of these elements or additional insights into the relationships between the guilds?